There's a moment a lot of men experience, and most of them never talk about it. It usually doesn't happen during a crisis. It happens during something small. Maybe you finish a long day at work. You sit in your car before going inside. You scroll your phone for a few minutes, and you realize there isn't a single person you could text just to talk. Not because you don't know people, not because you're disliked, but because there's nobody you feel truly close to. No one you can be honest with when life gets heavy. No one who really checks in on you. No one who sees behind the mask you wear every day. And the truth is, a lot of men don't lose brotherhood because of fights or betrayal. They lose it because life slowly pulls everyone in different directions, and nobody teaches men how to rebuild it. If you feel like you have no close friends right now, you're not socially awkward, and you're definitely not alone. You're dealing with something millions of men are quietly facing. But here's the reality. Most people won't tell you. Brotherhood in adulthood doesn't happen naturally anymore. You have to build it intentionally. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that. Realistically, honestly, and in a way that actually works for men. When you were younger, friendship happened automatically. School forced you into daily interaction. Sports created shared struggle. Neighborhoods created constant proximity. You didn't have to think about friendship. It just happened. But adulthood removes almost all of those natural bonding environments. Now life becomes work, bills, responsibilities, relationships, survival mode. And most male friendships weren't built on emotional connection to begin with. They were built on shared environments. So when the environment disappears, the friendship quietly fades. Most men were raised with one message drilled into them: handle your problems alone. You hear it in different forms growing up. Man up, stop complaining, figure it out yourself, don't be weak. And over time, men internalize that message so deeply, they don't just avoid opening up, they assume other men don't want them to open up either. So you get entire groups of men, standing shoulder to shoulder in life, all silently struggling, and all believing they're the only one. I once spoke with a guy who told me something that stuck with me hard. He said he had hundreds of coworkers, plenty of social media connections, guys he joked with at work every day. But when his father passed away, he sat in his apartment staring at his phone, realizing there was nobody he felt comfortable calling. Not because he didn't know people, but because every friendship he had stayed at surface level. And that moment broke him, not just because of grief, but because it made him realize how alone he actually was. That experience is way more common than most men will ever admit out loud. Most men think strong friendships come from deep conversations, but real brotherhood usually forms in reverse order. Men bond. Shoulder to shoulder first, heart to heart later. That means shared experiences create comfort. Comfort creates trust. Trust creates emotional openness. This is why men often open up easier during car rides, working out, building or fixing something, gaming together, road trips, late-night conversations after shared activities. The activity lowers pressure, and pressure is what usually blocks vulnerability in men. Step 1. Put yourself in environments with repetition. Brotherhood is built through frequency, not occasional hangouts, not random social events. You need environments where you see the same men repeatedly over time. This might include martial arts or jiu-jitsu gyms, weightlifting communities, volunteer organizations, hobby or skill groups, car enthusiast groups, faith or spiritual groups, group classes or certifications, men's mental health groups. And here's the key mindset shift. You are not going there to make friends. You are going there to build familiarity. Familiarity lowers social barriers faster than forced friendship ever will. Step 2. Become the man who shows up. Most adult friendships die because men disappear. Life gets busy, energy drops, responsibilities pile up, and slowly, people stop showing up. But consistency is one of the most underrated friendship traits a man can have. When you show up regularly, you silently communicate. I'm stable. I'm reliable. I'm not going to randomly vanish. That creates emotional safety, even before conversations get deeper. Step 3. Master small invitations. This is where most men overthink themselves into isolation. They think invitations need to be meaningful, perfectly timed. They don't. Brotherhood often starts with simple moments like, "Hey man, you grabbing food after this? You hitting the gym tomorrow? You watching the game this weekend? You trying that new spot down the street?" These small invitations signal openness without pressure. And here's a truth most men don't realize. A lot of guys are secretly hoping someone invites them somewhere. Real brotherhood requires emotional depth. But depth isn't built through instant oversharing. It's built through layers. Start with smaller honesty moments. Talking about stress at work, mentioning burnout, sharing frustrations about life or goals. Talking about personal challenges without going extremely deep immediately. Gradual vulnerability tests emotional safety, and when another man responds with understanding, that's when real brotherhood starts forming. This is where friendships turn into brotherhood, not through constant conversation, through loyalty and reliability. Things like checking in occasionally, remembering important events in their life, helping when they need support, keeping promises, being honest, even when it's uncomfortable. Men bond deeply through trust earned over time, not emotional intensity. Waiting for friendship to just happen. That worked in childhood. It rarely works in adulthood. Expecting instant emotional depth. Brotherhood is slow, and that's actually what makes it strong. Only reaching out during crisis. That creates pressure and imbalance in friendships. Letting pride block initiation. A lot of men avoid reaching out because they don't want to feel needy. But leadership in friendship often starts with one person choosing to reach first. Consistency is the glue that holds brotherhood together. Without it, even strong friendships fade. You don't need a massive friend group. Most men who have strong support systems have You don't need a massive friend group. Most men who have strong support systems have 2 to 4 real brothers. That's it. Social media has created the illusion that friendship means large circles, but real brotherhood is usually small, tight, and deeply loyal. Building brotherhood isn't fast. It can take months, sometimes years. Multiple shared experiences, multiple moments of vulnerability, repeated demonstrations of trust. But once it's built, it becomes one of the strongest protective factors a man can have against depression, isolation, burnout, hopelessness. Brotherhood doesn't remove life's struggles, but it makes those struggles survivable. If you're watching this and realizing you don't have close male friendships right now, I want to say something that most men never hear. There is nothing wrong with you. Modern life is structured in a way that isolates men. It pushes independence, productivity, and self-reliance, but it rarely teaches connection. Brotherhood isn't weakness. It isn't dependency. It's one of the strongest things a man can build. So start small. Find environments with repetition. Show up consistently. Invite someone to something simple. Be honest in small ways. Be reliable. Because over time, you won't just build friendships. You'll build men in your life who would stand beside you when everything falls apart. And every man deserves that. If this video resonated with you, drop a comment that says, "Building Brotherhood." Not just for me, but so other men reading the comments realize they aren't alone either. And if you know a guy who might be silently struggling with loneliness, send him this video. Sometimes brotherhood starts with one man reaching out first.